Hi guys, so you are seeing me now entering the Las Vegas Convention Center where I'll be going to CES and I'll be showing you all the lovely tech that's available 2019 onwards. Roll the intro. Hi guys, and welcome to my recap of day one at CES 2019. Wow, so my first day at CES was a little crazy. I've got blisters on top of my blisters just by walking around everywhere. It wasn't that different from every other exhibition or trade show I've been to before. The amount of people, yes, there was a lot of them, but it didn't seem really hectic. I've been at shows where it seems to be a lot more going on, but yeah, it was quite good. There was a lot of people there, obviously from the tech industry. There was a lot of people that were reporters, vloggers, bloggers, online influencers, and I met a few, so that was cool. So the halls were sectioned off to their own respective areas in the actual convention center. I didn't venture out to any of the other events happening at the Venetian, Sands and Park MGM, so I'll be checking those out tomorrow. But what I did see was Sony, Panasonic, Samsung, RCA, who else? I saw the automotive side of things. I live streamed that, but because of the video quality, it was just really bad. So I'm gonna go back and just take some footage with the camera so I can actually have some decent quality footage. I did use my DJI mobile 2 to actually help me live stream with a steady hand. It seemed to be working really well, but for some reason I kept getting the end of the gimbal in the shot. I think I was set to widescreen recording, so I'm going to get that fixed. So what I've got currently that's usable footage is what I have filmed on the Canon 80D. I also went to see Canon actually. I went to see Nikon. I didn't go to see Kodak. I saw pretty much every other company that was in and around the main halls, north and I don't know what the other side is. I guess it's south. And I noticed that there was a lot of companies there that were just like market stalls. So they'd have all their products and services, well, all their products mainly, and there'd be like speakers that can play music and give off different colored lights and all this kind of weird crazy stuff that was happening. I got in an interview. I couldn't get an interview from anybody from Samsung. I couldn't get an interview from anyone at LG, but LG was so packed. The LG booth or entrance was probably the best that I've seen so far. It even beat Google's outside kiosk thing, which I don't know, don't really want to talk about that. But yeah, LG were just smashing it today. They had the look of their entrance was just amazing. It was just like curved screen from like the ceiling all the way down to towards the entrance, and they were playing some funky videos of like stars and high resolution images of, you know, all sorts of things, nature and stuff like that. And as you go in, you're first greeted with the 8K displays, but they're not just ordinary 8K displays, they're folding 8K displays. So they'd have their own little box which looks like a big massive speaker and a stand, and it would just go in slowly and then it would rise up slowly whenever you needed it. It was just amazing. Their home section was really good. I have fallen in love with one of their fridges, and I've actually emailed them about something because I think they've got a bit of a flaw, so hopefully if they fix it, you know, that's on me, I guess. So the interview that I did get was with Sony, and it was about their 8K display, and it was very informative actually. When I was speaking to the gentleman that was telling me about it all, he gave me some more insights on it and like how they've been working slowly to get up to the speed of where they used to be in the old CRT days, where they were pretty much untouchable. And since obviously the flat panels came in, they've been kind of playing catch up, to be fair, and they know that. And yeah, so they get into the stage where the gentleman said, just, you know, give us a try, just have a look at the screens. And yeah, I was really impressed. I think the stars of the of CES so far have been the televisions, from all, like from LG, Samsung and Sony. I think they have completely smashed it. I really can't choose between the two, but between the three. But my instinct says go with Samsung, but it's just LG's presentation was just amazing, and the quality was just as good, and I couldn't see any kind of issues with any of it. Whereas with Samsung, they had 8K displays, and they were showing videos, and there was actually like banding as it was loading the frames. It just, you know, it just fell apart for me there. And Sony's one was wow, that was just really good. I think I'll put the footage on and you'll see how good it looks. Unfortunately, you need to actually be there to see like the quality. I was actually quite a distance away when I was filming, so yeah, there were a lot of other companies there, as I said, and I didn't get to speak to any of those. They were all either too busy or they didn't want to speak to anyone. I kind of felt really annoyed with Canon, or the person that I was speaking to at Canon, but he did let me try the new R series camera, and yeah, it was quite good. It's a lot more heavier than I expected. I don't think I'll be replacing the 80D just yet, but yeah, you'd have to. But the Nikon representative, he was really good. He explained all the different formats and what have you, all the different told me about the whole range of cameras and what the new Z6 and the Z7 were all about. And yeah, I think everybody is jumping onto this mirrorless bandwagon, and it seems to be a good thing. And I'm hoping to actually trial one of the mirrorless cameras from Samsung. Samsung. I'm hoping to trial one of the cameras from Canon and from Nikon, and see how good these mirrorless cameras actually are. Oh, my arm's killing. Oh, yeah, so my arms are killing, my back is killing, my feet are killing. I've had a backpack on my back for pretty much the whole day, which had a full-size mini tripod, had my jacket in there, it had my battery charger and my batteries, my power bank, which is like this big, and other bits and pieces, my DJI mobile too, and yeah, I can really feel the pain now. I think tomorrow, once I've seen the companies that I want to see, I think I'm going to come back here and just put an edit together and push it out, and then just enjoy the rest of the day. I don't think I can handle it doing it all day, but I've pretty much seen most of what I wanted to see. I need to go obviously to have a look at the gaming and the computer side of things. AMD have a keynote at 9 o'clock tomorrow at the Venetian. Yeah, I think it's the Venetian, excuse me. And yeah, I'll be checking that out. Yeah, and then hopefully I can have a look at the strip, well, have a look on the other side of the strip that I haven't been to yet. And yeah, so far so good. But for some reason, one of the things that I was getting really annoyed with was the fact that every manufacturer that I came across were trying to push the smart speaker, whether it be Google Assistant, Alexa, what's the other one, Bixby, and they were just pushing that as like, oh wow, this is the new thing, you know, you can click on your you can just voice activate your TV to show you what you watched yesterday. And this is a point I was trying to make earlier. I don't think I made it eloquently enough, but if I wanted to re-watch something, I wouldn't do it the next day. I wouldn't actually do it a week later. Maybe I'd do it a month, or at least, you know, a year or two later. And I don't really see the point of having a voice activated control for your TV just to find out what you watched yesterday. But that was the example given to me by quite a few you know, of the people that were actually demonstrating the televisions with the assistants. So yeah, no, I'm not a really big fan of it. Okay, I'm a fan of, like, you know, Google Home. I use that. I don't use Alexa. I don't actually have one. I was thinking of getting one, but yeah, I don't see why I need it in the TV. I know my cousin uses it. Use voice activation, I think, on his TV, but it's basic commands. What Samsung was saying is now that they can use conversational voice commands, so you could say, who is the director of Venom, and then it'll come up with like watch Venom or whatever other search results come up with Venom in the title, and like a minute later it will tell you who the director is, which is really weird. Like, you'd think it'd be faster than that, but that was a demonstration that I had from Samsung. It was very noisy though, so it's probably thinking, okay, what did the person say, and then show the result. It was actually quite slow. But yeah, I know voice is going to be the next big thing. They're putting it in the cars, they're putting it in TVs, fridges, you name it, they're putting it in there. It's a good thing, but you only need one device that can do it. You don't need to actually have all your devices, you know, active in doing that, because I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. I would just have one device, have it central in the home, or have it, you know, somewhere in the ceiling, and just talk to that, and then it will then do whatever you want. Say, Google, turn the lights down 20%, and it will do it to 20%. You don't want, oh, hi fridge, can you turn the cooker on? Why would you tell the fridge to turn the cooker on? Anyway, so watch these clips and you will see what I've been up to today. And I'm sorry that the live streams were really poor quality. I even tried to go down to 480p on recording, but AT&T is only giving me like kilobytes of up and down speed for internet, and the venue isn't supplying any to the visitors, only to exhibitors, and they are charging $79 for up to 1.5 megabytes per second. How crap is that? It's extortion. So day 2 is going to be a better day. Day 1 was good, I'll be honest with you. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of tech that I saw, but nothing brand new at all, to be honest with you. It's just the same thing, you know, a new iteration of it. I didn't actually get to see the new Samsung phone. I asked around and nobody was saying anything. I asked at the Samsung booth. I asked at the little kiosk they had outside, where they were actually showcasing there's a space there for the 2019 phone. It obviously is the Galaxy S10, but we want to know what it looks like. We want to know what functions it has, and I'm surprised they didn't unveil it on the first day. So anyway, I'm not going to be nattering on anymore. Enjoy the video. Oh, before I go, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.
まもなくお客様がお願いします。
Getting smaller, it's folding up underneath. It turns all the way, right? Yeah, it is.
Right here, this tall gentleman is Matthew Jordan Smith. He's our Nikon ambassador. We flew him in from Japan because, I mean, he's really good. He takes pictures of celebrities and he'll take your headshot and he'll show you how he quickly transfers the data using the Thunderbolt 3 connection. And then they have software optimized to leverage the cores of Intel processing. And so we're very happy that Matthew's here and he'll get you in to take your picture quickly. The second thing you want to know about is right behind me. We have our folks from the San Francisco Art Institute, led by Professor Coppola, and they're showing you the journey from taking video and editing it, starting from this space on over to the end. So the first step is they're taking a 3D image of your face and then using the AI engine, the inference engine, they're able to do filters of your face or whatever it is using famous artists. And so they take those and then they do the video edits over the 8K video that was shot on the Vegas Strip. So then you take the edits, you take the video from the 3D and you put it on the 8K and it's all in real time. And the reason is we have i9 processor in there with 18 cores. It's leveraging those cores so that you are not waiting around all day to get the finished product. You can use the 8K video, do all your edits, do all your rendering, and then tomorrow when you come back, you'll have your floating head in 3D as you're marching down the Vegas Strip. So these are our filmmakers, and again, the major thing is this: if you need to tell stories, you don't want your technology to be getting in the way. You want to overcome those challenges, and that's what we're showing here at Intel, is how we're creating innovations to take those who want to become creators and giving them the tools and guidance necessary to make that happen. So come on in and see us, folks. We're happy to have you here at Intel. We're showing you the partnerships that are making impossible possible, and we're here to answer the questions that you have.
Well, so here is a
without uncompressing or using proxies.
Okay.
So for example, if the speed of this road was 25 miles per hour, we're probably not expecting there could be a car coming at 100 miles per hour, right? And so when we're looking, okay, is there somebody there that gives me enough time to pull out? Because maybe they're going 25, maybe they're going 35, maybe they're going 40. But at some point we have to make a guess. You know, we have to make a reasonable expectation on how fast potential vehicles could be driving as we make that corner. So the question then becomes, then for an automated vehicle, balancing safety and utility, what assumptions can an automated vehicle make about the behavior of other human drivers on the road? Is it reasonable to expect an oncoming vehicle is going 2-3 times the speed limit? Or can the autonomous vehicle assume it's going only 10-20% over the speed limit.
Michael Kisara at the Tiffin booth, who oversees marketing and content here. How's it going? Man, super pumped to be here talking about some ND filter.
Where you have time to focus on what really counts for you. It is connected, so you can surf the internet or get some work done on the iPads. And it is electrified. That means powered by an electric drive. Also.
Z7 and the Z6.
All right, hey, glad you asked those questions about our new Master Series TV. In particular, we're talking about the Z9G, which is our 8K television. Comes in two sizes, 85-inch and 98-inch. So here's the deal, big question, is there any 8K content out there? The answer right now is yes. So over my left shoulder, you'll see an image of the UHC 8300, which is our 8K camera that Sony does provide and make. So we are on the cusp of delivering both cinema and broadcast 8K content. But the real question is, what do we do now until that happens? Well, inside of our new Master Series TV, the Z9G, we have our X1 Ultimate chip. With the X1 Ultimate chip, it has our 8K our 8K X Reality Pro processor, which works hand in hand with the Ultimate to be able to deliver unrivaled upscaling performance from 1080 all the way up to the 8K resolution. So it's not just about filling the dots or filling the spaces, it's also delivering a very clear image so that we can maximize the performance and that the customer is getting all the benefits of 8K that they're looking for. So that's really what we have there on that side of it. The other thing that's super exciting about the Master Series is the audio component to it, which we haven't talked a lot about. So it's acoustic multi-audio technology. So we understand that only one part of the cinematic experience is the visual. The audio element of it is extremely important as well. So on the television, there's a series of 2 speakers on the top, 2 speakers on the bottom, and subwoofer dead center of the screen. So your audio is no longer going from floor delivering forward. You're getting all of the audio being delivered to you at a forward direction, no different than you are in the movie theater. So we're really excited about that, to be able to deliver that immersive experience on both the visual side and the audio side.
Okay, so how do these 8K TVs handle like computer or PC content and like YouTube streaming and stuff like that?
Oh, so that plays very much in our space. So a large part of what the X1 Ultimate chip does is handle not perfectly processed content. We understand if you take highly graded content and put it on the TV, it's going to look good automatically. But how do you handle compressed content? So we've developed over the years, with that in mind, our chip to be able to handle your Netflix, your Hulu, all of those streaming devices, or all those, streaming platforms, to deliver perfection. Now, sort of a testament to that is our relationship that we have with Netflix. So as you can see if you were at our press event, we talked a lot about Lost in Space and how our Sony Cinalta cameras are being used to videotape a lot of their content. Well, we've made sure that we deliver a codec or an unpackaging of that compressed content to deliver the perfect, 8K image that you're looking for on your television. So we definitely take in mind what the streaming consumer is looking for.
And what do they retail at?
So I would love to be able to give you pricing at this point. That has not been announced yet, but since the TVs are going to be available this current year, we should be hearing pricing pretty soon.
So are these available in summer or fall of this year?
If I said before December, I'm pretty sure you would get angry with me. But I would say by end of summer, we should see these in a lot of living rooms in the world.
How do you know the price of the actual 8K camera?
No, I actually do not. I've heard rumors that it's not something that I can confirm for me to be able to say that yes, it's this amount. But no, I've heard some rumors, but it is a pricey piece.
Great. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
The freezer? Okay, well, I'll start with the apps. So we have, of course, Alexa. Then we have Amazon Dash, of course, all the items that you do with Amazon, you can make a dashboard. We also have a camera, so as you're thinking you're at work, you're going to go shopping, you don't know if you need that milk or the eggs, you can then go on your app and see exactly what's in your refrigerator.
Okay.
You can then, it's already been preloaded with recipes. And we've already have a partnership with Side Chef, drop it in it. So let's say I'm gonna make this classic cauliflower cheese. It tells me everything that I need. And then because you bought this, of course you bought the smart range. And then I can go ahead and tell it, go ahead and start preheating my oven.
Okay.
And then I can start cooking. And then as I'm done preparing, I can then put it in my oven right away.
Okay.
So let's say I'm gonna make this recipe tomorrow and I realize I don't have any flour. I can then press flour, add it to my shopping list. And then I go back to my shopping list and it'll be added on there. So as I go shopping tomorrow, I know to buy the flour for my cauliflower
So would that go
cheese.
to my OneNote or something like that?
Well, there's going to be an app that you download and you'll have your shopping list and then you'll be able to, okay? And then of course it's to the internet, so you can watch YouTube videos, anything that you do on your phone.
I had a question about that.
Yes.
So say there's like 4 people in the house with their own YouTube account, and I want to watch YouTube while I'm having my breakfast, and somebody else comes along. I don't want them to look at what I'm looking at.
Well, you're in your...
into my own account.
Well, I would put my account, I would have my account password protected, so they couldn't watch it. Like, I have the internet at home, and I have, when guests come over, they just can't come on my internet. I have my password protected.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But say I'm throwing something on, I finish watching it.
Right.
I'm still logged in.
Right.
On the fridge.
Right.
Okay. But I don't want the next person using the fridge to be able to be logged into my account.
So you don't want the person to use the fridge?
No, I want them to use the fridge.
Right. But you don't want them in your account?
Exactly. So how do you stop that?
You just tell them, don't be going near my fridge.
Yeah, but what if they're a 4-year-old kid?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to have to get back with you on that. So listen, I'll give you my card. I'm not sure of that answer, to tell you the truth. Okay? But that is a good one. And then I'll talk to the engineers and make sure that they can do some sort of password protection in regards to that. Parental controls too. I get what you're saying.
I don't know if you've seen on the Google, you know, when you're using the Chromecast,
Yeah.
and you've got your YouTube account on your phone,
Yeah.
you can flick, you can throw the video that you're
Right,
watching
right.
directly onto the TV, and it only broadcasts it on the Chromecast.
Right.
You could have something similar to that. So
Right.
the next person that wants to watch it, they throw their own.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm certainly going to talk to the engineers and see the answer to that. Send me an email, see if I can, but I'll let them know that was a question. They need to think about that. Okay?
And what about the inside of the fridge? Can
Oh, sure, definitely.
And where are these cameras and sensors?
That's the camera right there, and it's a panorama. It's only one camera, and it takes an image of the whole.
Really? And it can control that area?
Yeah, just the refrigerator, not the freezer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, welcome. And then I'll show you the freezer.
It's actually a new
one of the training meetings came up and I heard September, but I think they haven't given a firm date of when it's going to come out.